Okay, dear students, now we can discuss some problems. Okay, there are some problems. Let us check whether the equations are dimensionally consistent. Means we want to check the equations are dimensionally correct or not. Okay, the equations are mv square is equal to mgh, t is equal to 2 pi root L by g, t equal to 2 pi root m by g, p equal to fv plus av cube rho. P power, F force, V velocity, A area, rho density. Okay, these are the equations. Before going to this, we want to know some dimensions of some quantities. Okay, that we can discuss. First one, velocity V. What is the dimension of velocity? We know that velocity is equal to displacement by time. So, the dimension of velocity is equal to Lt raised to minus 1. Okay. And what is the dimension of acceleration? Acceleration is velocity by time. So, its value is Lt raised to minus 2. Okay. Then force. Dimension of force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. So, that is the dimension is mLt raised to minus 2. Okay. Then work. We know that work is equal to force into displacement. So displacement is, the dimension of displacement is L. So therefore it is equal to m L square t raised to minus 2. The dimension of energy is also the same. Dimension of energy is equal to the dimension of work. Okay. Then power. We know that power is equal to work by time. So, its dimension is m L square t raised to minus 3. Work by time. Okay. Then, next, density. Density, rho. Rho is equal to mass by volume. So, the dimension of mass is m. Volume is, what is volume? Volume is equal to length into breadth into height, then it is L cube. So, mass by volume. So, the dimension is ml raised to minus 3. Okay. Likewise, we want to know those things. These are some basic things. Okay. Velocity, acceleration, force, work, power and density. These are some basic quantities. We want to know the dimensions. Okay, then we can check one by one. The questions one by one we can check. First questions. We want to check whether this equation is dimensionally correct or not. So for that we want to know the dimensional formulas for velocity, acceleration due to gravity and height. Here m is the mass, v is the velocity and g is the acceleration due to gravity and h is the height. So we know that the dimension of mass is m itself, and the dimension of velocity is Lt raised to minus 1. Lt raised to minus 1. The dimension of this. Okay, but we need to take the square of this v square, isn't it? So the dimension of mv square is equal to L t raised to minus 1 the whole square. That's equal to m into L square into t raised to minus 2. So the dimension of mv square is m into L square into t raised to minus 2. And what about the dimension of MGH? Dimension of M is M itself, and dimension of G is the acceleration due to gravity, and it has the same dimension of acceleration. So it is LT raised to minus 2, and height is a distance, so its dimension is L. So it is equal to M L square T raised to minus 2. So by using this and this equations, we can say that the dimension of mv square is equal to the dimension of mgh. So we can say that this equation is dimensionally correct. But for the energy, we know that it is half mv square. Actually, it is half mv square. There is no half. Then also this equation is dimensionally correct. This is one of the demerit of this dimensional analysis. Okay, then next question. T equal to 2 pi root L by G. How we can solve? We don't want to consider this 2 pi because it's a constant. So we know that the dimension of T is the time period. So its dimension is T itself. Okay. We can write like this. Okay, and what about the dimension of G? This is the dimension of T, and what about the dimension of G? That is the dimension of G is LT raised to minus 2, and dimension of L is L itself, capital L itself. So we can write T equal to root of L by LT raised to minus 2. So that's equal to L becomes cancels. So that's equal to root of 1 by T raised to minus 2. So that can be represented as root of T square. So which is equal to T itself. So T dimension of T is equal to this. So that is dimension of root L by G is also same. Okay, so we can say that T equal to T means left side dimension is equal to right side dimension. So this equation is also dimensionally correct. In the case of root, we can write this root of something. If there is a root of x, then we can write it as x raised to 1 by 2. Likewise also we can write. Okay, that we want to know. Root x equal to x raised to 1 by 2. Likewise we can represent. Okay, clear? Then we can go for the next question. T equal to 2 pi root m by g. So just the dimension of T equal to, we don't want to consider 2 pi, so that is equal to root of dimension of m, it is capital M, by dimension of g, it is LT raised to minus 2. Okay, then that's equal to what we will get, root of m L raised to minus 1 T raised to T raised to 2. So we can write it as m raised to 1 by 2, L raised to minus 1 by 2, and T raised to root of T square is T itself. Likewise we can represent. So the T dimension T is equal to that. So this is not equal. So this equation is dimensionally wrong. Okay. So T equal to 2 pi root m by g is dimensionally wrong because the dimension of LHS not equal to the dimension of RHS. So LHS, dimension of LHS not equal to dimension of RHS. So the equation is dimensionally wrong, means not correct. Okay, clear. So next questions. Here P is power. So we know that the dimension of P, what is that? Power, work by time. So that is m L square T raised to minus 3, isn't it? Then what is the dimension of Fv that we want to find out? That is F, dimension of F is ml T raised to minus 2 and V is Lt raised to minus 1. So that's equal to ml square T raised to minus 3. And the next one, AV cube rho, dimension of AV cube rho. So that the dimension of area L square and velocity cube, that is Lt raised to minus 1 whole cube, and rho, mass by volume, ml raised to minus 3. Okay. So that's equal to L square L cube T raised to minus 3 m L raised to minus 3. These two terms cancel, so it is equal to ml square T raised to minus 3. From this equation, this can be represented as 1, 2 and 3. We can say that this equation is dimensionally correct. Okay, this is done by using the homogeneity principle. According to the homogeneity principle, the dimensions of the either side should be same. And we can say in another way, if an equation of the form, if an equation having the form C equal to A plus B, then if the equation should be dimensionally correct, then the dimension of C is equal to dimension of A is equal to dimension of B. Then only we can say that this equation is dimensionally correct. Okay, clear? Now we can move for the next question. Find the dimension of B. We want to find the dimension of B if x equal to a plus bt plus ct square, where x in meter and t in seconds. We want to find the value of B, means dimension of B. So here we have x equal to a plus bt plus ct square. By the dimension analysis, dimension of x must be equal to dimension of A must be equal to dimension of BT must be equal to dimension of CT square. Okay, this dimension should be equal. So, dimension of x is L. If this equation is dimensionally correct, then this dimension should be same for all the quantities. So I can represent like this. For this P, the dimension of T is capital T. Okay, so I don't know the dimension of B. So I want to find the value of B. So by solving this, dimension of B is equal to L by T. So that must be equal to Lt raised to minus 1. So the dimension of B must be equal to Lt raised to minus 1. Okay, at the same way we can find the value for A also. So the dimension of A is equal to L itself. And in the case of C, that is L equal to, dimension of x is L, L equal to C T raised to 2. Okay, so C equal to, dimension of C equal to L by T square. So which is equal to Lt raised to minus 2. So the dimension of C must be equal to LT raised to minus 2. This type of questions you can see in the examinations. Okay, clear? And the next question, that is, velocity of sound depends on density rho and modulus of elasticity E. We have given the dimension of modulus of elasticity is m L raised to minus 1 T raised to minus 2, and we want to derive the expression for velocity. Okay, so first we can consider the velocity is depends on what are the things? Density rho. We don't know the exact relationship, so I can put it as rho raised to A, and E. That's also I don't know what is the dependence. So the V is depends on rho raised to A into E raised to B. So by multiplying it with a constant, I can write it as K into rho raised to A into E raised to B. Okay, now we can use the dimensional analysis, means by using the homogeneity principle. According to the homogeneity principle, dimension of V is equal to dimension of rho E. Okay, so by using that, we have the dimension of V is equal to LT raised to minus 1. Okay, so that is the dimension of rho. Rho is mass by volume. So ml raised to minus 3 raised to A, and E, we have the dimension m L raised to minus 1 T raised to minus 2 all raised to B. Okay, we can solve by this. M raised to A, L raised to minus 3A, M raised to B, L raised to minus B, T raised to minus 2B. So that is equal to M raised to A plus B, L raised to minus 3A, and T raised to sorry, there is a small mistake. Here it is L raised to minus 1 means minus B, L raised to minus B, T raised to minus 2B. Okay, there is a small mistake. So M raised to A plus B into L raised to minus 3A minus B is also here, minus B into T raised to minus 2B. Okay, likewise we can represent. In the left side, LT raised to minus 2, that means minus 1, that means M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. Okay, so here A plus B equal to 0 and minus 3A minus B equal to 1, minus 2B equal to minus 1. So B equal to minus 1 by minus 2. So B equal to what? 1 by 2. So B equal to 1 by 2. We got B equal to 1 by 2. So from the first equation, A plus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So A equal to minus 1 by 2. So we got the two variable. So we have the equation, what is that? V equal to K into rho raised to A, E raised to B. We can substitute that values, the values of A and B. We can substitute the values for A and B. So we will get K into rho raised to minus 1 by 2 and E raised to 1 by 2. So that's equal to K into e raised to 1 by 2 by rho raised to 1 by 2, or it is k into root of e by rho. So velocity is equal to k into root of e by rho. If k equal to 1, then v equal to root of e by rho. Okay, clear? Okay. Then the next question. Just we can consider the time period of a simple pendulum. Time period of a simple pendulum is depends on, what are the things it will depends? One, mass. It is depends on mass. Okay, mass. And another thing, acceleration due to gravity. Okay, and next one, the length of the pendulum. And also there are some other dependents, likewise angle and all. So angle has no dimension, so we are not taking that. So the time period of time period of a simple pendulum depends on mass, acceleration due to gravity, and length of the pendulum. Okay, so likewise we considered. So we want to derive the exact relationship. What is the equation for t that we want to derive? For that we can consider that t equal to k into m raised to a, g raised to b, l raised to c, where k is a constant. So now the dimension of t, time period, that is t itself. Okay, so that's equal to, dimension of m is m itself. So m raised to a, then g, lt raised to minus 2 raised to b, and then l itself. Okay, so you can write it as m raised to a, l raised to b, t raised to minus 2b, l raised to c. So that's equal to m raised to a, l raised to b plus c, t raised to minus 2b. Okay, here it is t itself. That means m raised to 0, l raised to 0, t raised to 1. Okay, so from this we will get a equal to 0, b plus c equal to 0, and minus 2b equal to 1. So b equal to minus 1 by 2. So therefore c equal to minus 1 by 2 plus c equal to 0. So c equal to plus 1 by 2. Okay, so therefore our equation t equal to k into m raised to a, g raised to b, and l raised to c becomes k into m raised to a, that is equal to m raised to 0, g raised to b, it is minus 1 by 2, and l raised to c, it is 1 by 2. Okay, so that's equal to k into l by g all raised to 1 by 2, or that is equal to k into root of l by g. K into root of l by g. If k equal to 2 pi, if k equal to 2 pi, then this equation becomes t equal to 2 pi root l by g. Clear? Okay, one more question. We can do one more question. We want to find the relation f equal to ma. How it is possible? We can consider that force depends on, we can consider that force is depends on mass and acceleration due to gravity. If we are putting A and B like this, there should be some confusion because this is also A and this is also A. So for this, I am changing this variables A and B as X and Y. It's also possible. Okay. So I am changing that equation like F is proportional to M raised to X or and A raised to Y. Likewise also we can do. We can change the variable, no problem. So next step we can write F is equal to K into M raised to X and A raised to Y. We want to find this X and Y. So we know that F is equal to, the dimension of F is ml t raised to minus 2. That's equal to the dependence. For X, that is m raised to X, and A is acceleration, that is lt raised to minus 2. So that's equal to raised to Y. M raised to X, L raised to Y and T raised to minus 2Y. Okay, so that is M raised to 0, M raised to 1, M raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. So X equal to 1, Y equal to 1. And from this minus 2 is equal to minus 2y, that means Y equal to 1. So we got X equal to 1 and Y equal to 1. Therefore F equal to K into M raised to 1, A raised to 1, that means it is equal to KMA. F equal to KMA. So if K equal to 1, then F equal to MA. Okay, we can derive any equation using this method. Okay, if we know the dependence. Okay, you can try any other equation. Okay, clear? Okay, thank you.